This is ridiculous. Oh, you're gonna fall down the hole. I think you are. You ready? Goodbye. So here we are with another ridiculous base build. But this time, I actually think it's quite good. So we're doing blade traps all around to take care of demos which can't crawl. And everything else in the game can crawl. So it's going to crawl through that little tube and get headshotted to hell. We're just about to test out the Horde Night, see how we get on. Hopefully it's pretty good. Let me show you how I built it, how I got to this stage, and then you can watch the Horde Night. I actually don't know what I'm building here. I'm just kind of making it up. So the middle block will be here. And then it's symmetrical. Because it bothers me if it isn't. The question is, how far out do we come? Hope I don't drown. Nah, we're good. We're all good. It's a lot deeper down there, though. That's going to be a lot more difficult to do. But we'll worry about that after we build the actual logic of the base. Okay, here's what I decided. I'm going to put blocks along the side. Damn it! I'm going to build this up. And we're going to do a crawler base. You want this 3/4 cube? Want to put it on advanced. And you want it like this. Perfect. This will be where they all crew through. We've done a base like this before. And it worked very well. The only issue was the demos. They don't have a crawl function. They can't come under it. Everything else can. Demos cannot. So, we're going to have an improved version of this base, essentially. I don't think that's going to be long enough. Well, maybe it is. Guess we'll see. I think I'm going to use all these pieces here, potentially. Okay, so that works. So we can now go through and use the other piece. And then the other piece. So we got this ramp style something. So the next thing we want to do is test where a demo gets stuck. So just for blocking off purposes, let's do that. And I want to see how far a demo can actually get. Run away! In you come, big fella. In you come. Okay, so it is that point, right before the blocks. Nice. Ooh, looty loot. Thank you. Right, so he gets stuck on this first bit here. So he can't get past this bit here. He's going to be stuck here. Oh yes, that's what we can do. But how high do we go? So he can't get past this bit. Damn it. 2 damage. I'm a beast. He gets stuck here. So above him, we want one of these naughty little boys. Put that there. So now, when he's here, it's just going to shoot down. But I do think it's going to get a little bit cramped here. So, we're actually going to do this. So it covers all the ground. So if there is a demo here for a few moments, they're going to get caught around this bit and maybe around this bit. And at least they're getting shot by everything. We want to house it in from the side so it's nice and safe. And you probably want to cover the front so it can't get shot by cops or whatever. I don't know. I wonder if there's a block we can put in front of them. Ain't no way this works. That looks so cool. I need to test that. I need to make sure it shoots through it. Okay, so to test it, we want pressure plate, pressure plate, pressure plate. So we want to go from battery bank to the plate, and then the plate to that bad boy up there. Let's turn that on. Yeah, it works. Nice. Okay. So we can get rid of that for now. Give me my batteries. We know this logic works, and we can leave that as it is. Demos will stand here and get shot. Anything else will come through being crawling slow distance like this and be getting headshot to hell by me. Nice. That's a good start. That's a really good start. We want to reinforce this a little bit, I think. Because there ain't a lot of support. Damn it! There ain't a great deal of support going on down here. So let's just do that. Don't like this situation. I want to fill these in with actual blocks. Like so. Just going to build up this back plate a little bit more. Like these. This just gives it a bit more support. Not entirely sure how well this is going to work, but I guess we'll find out. We want to dig out the front so they've got an actual platform to walk on and they don't get stuck. This bit concerns me, because I don't want them to walk round here and then start hitting this randomly. I'm not a fan of that. And, to be honest, we're right on the edge of the bank as well. This entire thing should have probably been pushed over, so the actual entrance here is above water. That would be a better way to do it, but we're here now, so we're just going to get on with it. It'll either work or it won't. And that's a fact. I wonder if there's a block I can put here. Oh, she fits like a glove. Nice. That's good stuff. That's really good stuff. Okay, so that should take care of our demos. Just going to upgrade this block here to steel. No, I'm not. Damn it! There we go. And that one. Just anything that the demo's next to, really. Might as well do these. Under this is also concrete, but I should have done that first. But whatever. We'll leave it as it is. I think I'm happy with that. There's not too much that we need to do, really. Let's just make sure all our supporting blocks are steel. But we do need to come up with a plan. I might lock them in, you know. I might lock them in so they can't fall out. Because if they fall out, they're going to probably get stuck somewhere around here and start hitting all of this. And then they're just never going to get killed. Yeah, I think that's a good move. I think that's a move that is good. Damn it. Okay, it turns out it's very difficult to build underwater. Just gonna put some random blocks down here to reinforce all of this. Just by way of making it, just in case for some reason they somehow get down here. Now, I don't think any amount of zombies is gonna break that many steel blocks underwater. I think that's completely fine. I mean, you can do what you want down here for this bit. This is just me going overkill. But once you've got one solid part to hold everything, you don't really need to do anything else. You can just now build off of that. So I'm going to now build a platform so I can actually walk. We need to continue locking this off. Now we build up to the level of where the zombies are. Now this is going to be our platform. We'll just build it out a little bit. Make a mini base out here. I'm wondering if I need this to be longer. I think I am going to have this longer. Lord, please don't fall. Let's now carefully build out... Oh look, there's a zombie down there. So they do travel through the water. Interesting. Wonder how Horde Night will go then. Right, that's going to be our fighting position. But there's an issue here. And the issue is, it's going to be incredibly difficult to shoot anything. This is me crouched down and I can't see. So we need to be a block below this level. Which is annoying because now I have to work out a way. Oh yes. Beautiful. going to get rid of all of that. Goodbye. Might as well build off of that because it's extra support. But it is a bit faffy. This is very, very faffy. You could do this same build on complete land and it would still work. This isn't going to be a very big base by any stretch of the imagination. It's going to be just a small box for defending. Like so. We want to make sure no jumpers can somehow propel themselves up here. I think that's high enough. I mean, if it isn't, whatever. It doesn't matter too much. We're going to have bars on the top here. Just put a ladder there. So that gets us up. This is our way out of the base at the end of the night. Easy as that. And then, you of course, need a way in. How can we do a way in? It's going to be... Okay. Just going to block this in a bit more. I think we put a ladder there. That's our way up. Jump on. Nice! We want to build this up one more. We can use the trusty bars up top. At the front where we're having it off. Might as well bar it up at the back as well. We should probably put a vault hatch here. Or any hatch really, it doesn't have to be a vault hatch. We do need one more ladder though. One more ladder there. Chuck a vault hatch in. As I say, doesn't have to be a vault hatch. Be it literally any hatch. Nothing's going to actually attack it, so it can just be a wooden hatch if you really want. That's the base pretty much done. So we're going to shoot from here. Should be just banging headshots, no problemo. So we're going to want to defend ourselves somehow. So, of course, we're going to use the scaffold ladder, like we always do. We're going to have one on the inside, there. Then one on the outside, there. Ah, I've seen a problem. Oh, I've seen a problem. Let's get rid of that. We need to turn it so it's upright. Like that. That's how we want it. Then we want one that side as well. The reason it's that way is so we can... So these bars here weren't going across in front of us. A bit like this bar here. But that's too high, so that's not a problem. They get right up in our face. It's really not a big deal. Got this weird hole here, which I don't like. Maybe I'll do something about that. I'm going to put another one there. Just to cover that weird hole there. I think that's done. Oh, I think it's done. The chuck storage crate in the corner there. To be honest, we can probably just have a bunch of them. It doesn't really matter. We'll chuck a random battery bank up in this corner. And then I'm going to get me a lovely little bulb, which I'm just going to bang. Where am I going to bang the bulb? Maybe there. Right, now we've got power in here. A little light, just for when it's night time. I'm not going to bother with a switch and all that business, because there's just not a lot of room in here. So instead I will just use this to turn on and off. Turn it off. Turn it on. Turn it off. Okay. That leaves us with one more task. And that is to wire up our stuff outside. This is going to be a little bit more tricky to do. I'm going to put that there. I might encase this just so it's safe. I think it's fine. But you never know, do you? You never know. We are going to need a switch for this one. So I'm going to put a switch there. We don't need the switch in with us because you're just going to turn this on at the start of the night and it's just going to run. There's no reason for you to turn it off other than at the end of the Horde Night when you get out and leave and walk past it to turn it off. So, just going to put the switch here, turn it on at the start of the night, and then that's that sorted. Okay, so we have our battery that's ready. We have our switch that's ready. So let's connect our battery to our switch. Let's just turn that off. Now we're going to connect switch So pressure plate. I'm going to do all of these individually, just so it's the safest option. Because if any of them break, at least they're all still going to work. So that is the switch connected individually to each and every pressure plate. Now you can just go to one pressure plate and then connect plate to plate to plate. But if one of them breaks, it breaks the line and it causes chaos. So switch to each and individual plate. Then each individual plate is going to go to its own dart trap. Like so. Beautiful. Make sense? Good. Let's test it. Let's turn that mad dog on. Stand here. And she doesn't shoot. That's weird. Oh, that one does. That one doesn't. Okay, so they don't have ammo, is what's happening. Yeah. Alright, put ammo in. You have to hit lock. So if I try and stand on this, it doesn't do anything. For some reason, you have to hit lock ammo, then stand on it, and it does it. Such a weird function. I don't know why that is, but whatever. Put them in. Lock ammo. Make sure this is fully restocked. Got unlock ammo to put ammo in. I don't know if 1500 of these is going to be enough, but I guess we'll find out. You could also have another trap like in the sides. That's probably not a bad idea. Then he's getting like, whoever's in the middle is going to get 1, 2, 3 all the time. Maybe we should do that. Maybe that's a really good idea. I am going to do that. I'm going to do exactly that. We've got the switch go into all 3 of these, and then all 3 of these go into all 3 of these individually. Now I want to incorporate the side ones. So, they stand on this. I want that to go off, as well as the one above it. But I also want, if they stand on this one, for that to go off. I think I just need to link, because if I click this and do this, it takes away the link from this plate, which is really lame. So, what I think I need to do is I need to grab this and go to that, grab this and go to that, and then I think I connect the plates. Ah, but the other way around. I grab this plate, connect it to this, maybe? Nope. Okay. So for some reason I can't get these side ones to shoot with all the plates. I can only choose one plate that they shoot off of. Don't know why that is. But it's really lame. But anyway, if they're going to shoot, it's going to be on this middle one, because that's going to be the most popular plate. I guess they just won't shoot when they're on the sides. They'll only get shot from up here. But that's proper lame. I don't know why that is. I would have thought you can just click this and put it on there. But it takes away the middle link for some reason. Go away! So I can only choose one plate. Well, that's what we're going to do. Unless it's because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe I need a relay. Maybe there's too many connections, and that's why it's taking one away. I think that's the reason. I'm not going to mess around with relays and all that business. I'm just going to keep it simple. I think this works fine. It's still going to do the business. Step here, you get hit from there. You get hit from there. The middle, you get hit from absolutely everywhere. Oh, the middle? Middle actually triggers the side ones. Oh, okay. That actually works better, because if they're on the sides, it saves ammo. It's only shooting the one above. If they're in the middle, it's just doing everything. Yeah, so the middle one does I don't know what I've done, but if you copy my lineup, that's what happens. Now it's time to get some paint. How are we going to paint this? I wonder. White. Bit of white there. And then we're going to do the inside red. Why didn't that work? There we go. Red, red. Let's do that side white. Oh, she looks beautiful. That side white. Finish off doing in here in red. Lovely. And then for the inside. We're going to have a varnished floor. Ooh, what is this? That's not what I wanted. But it doesn't look bad. But it doesn't look good. So we're going to the trusty varnished wood. And our typical wood on the sides. Let's have some wooden defence as well, because why not? And then we'll finish off with a white roof. Beautiful. All that's left is to test the base. Let's test it up real good. So switch is turned on. That's ready to rock and roll. Let's turn our little bulb on down here. Let's dump all our crap in this crate, because we don't want it. Don't want pressure plates. We don't want that. We don't want any cheaty stuff. Just got this for repairing. We got our tools for attacking. We do, however, need some ammo. So I'm just going to grab some 7.62. That should be enough. God mode is now off. Let's set the timer. Set time 700. I must admit, it's a bit of a faff building this out on the water, especially on survival, because I did it without the flying God mode. So I wanted to kind of see what it'd be like without cheats. We did it, but it was a bit of a faff. Ooh, headshot heaven. As you can see, we need to make some improvements. The bottom line is, I couldn't kill him fast enough with a sniper. I ended up just hitting him with this. I'll probably put some footage in of how ridiculous that looked, because it was so stupid. This is ridiculous. And to be honest, you could get away with just using the stun button, but I want to be able to do it with a gun. So another thing we're going to do, and I didn't really want to do this because it's a bit overpowered, but I think we need to. We're going to get rid of that search. Then we're going to get the half cube, and we're going to put it in each side. So we've got one against that back wall, and you want one. This is really annoying to try and walk on. You want one. This is really irritating. One there like that. So it's not going to get too jammed up, and they're going to fall down, have to swim back and start again. So you can see where I've put it in. There's the hole. I wanted it here, but this is where our big support is that goes all the way down to the ground. That's where the first part is, where you can have an actual hole where you would have just seen me cut from underneath. So we're going to roll with that, and we're going to see what happens this time. Here we go. That should really solve our problems. It's so overpowered, really. I don't think much is going to get past that. Now we got the hole, you can probably get away with using the sniper, to be honest. Down they go. And if they get too much up front, you just give them a whack and go back to the gun. Some of them are even get zapped so far back they fall down the hole. Which is just madness. Just shooting away nice and easy. Not getting overloaded because of the hole. This is good stuff. And when they do get too close, give them a whap at the dizzle. That hole makes such a difference. It does a really good job at keeping the level of zombies manageable. And the good thing about this is, you get a lot of bags, like right next to you. You're almost better off shooting these in the legs. So then they go into crawlers and just go down the hole. Oh, you made it, did you, buddy? Still hear the traps going off, so they're still working, which is good. To make this more efficient, you could make some sort of pathway underneath that takes them around and back, because I imagine they're all just scrambling around the blocks. But we'll see at the end with the damage report. It's just not a problem with that hole there. Oh, you're gonna fall down the hole. I think you are. You ready? Goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, hello, dog. Okay, it sounds like they've really calmed down. That might have been the last. Let's go have a little damage report. This came to halfway. Which ain't too bad for a whole Horde Night. These didn't even get touched. It looks like they attacked this over attacking this. Which is bizarre, but whatever. Now this is what I want to see. What's going on down here? Okay, so this line here, and they had a good go down here as well. But it was nowhere near being dangerous, because you're still 3 blocks out and like 3 blocks that way. So for a Horde base on night 700, with the increased settings that I've got, I'd say that's successful. On a normal survival game, they're just never going to get to you. I think any base with this is just OP. Like, nothing can touch you if you've got one of them bad boys. The slippy holes. What did they do up front then? Didn't even get touched. None of this got touched. Wow, that's wild. That's some successful stuff. As I say, on settings that don't have a really high blood moon count like mine, this wouldn't have been a problem. I mean, it still wasn't really a problem, was it? You've now got 7 days to replace them blocks. It's not a big deal. They would have had to break a further... They would have had to break another 3 blocks at least for this to collapse. But to be honest, those 3 blocks would have to be on the same layer as well, which is unlikely. You can just build up more supports at the back. I did no supports for this, so it's just floating out there. So there's lots of room for improvement, but to be honest, I don't think it even needs it. But if you're worried about it, do it. Let me know what you think. That's another silly little base design. I just like to mix up random stuff, see if it works. And it did work. So, I shall see you at the next one.